actually just ask the same question. When you hear the standard of success, the legacy in terms of this program, what are those words mean to you? And how do you embrace that coming into 2019?
For me, I think that means just being a good teammate to everybody, winning baseball games, and expecting to be in Omaha every year. I think that's something everybody says on this team. It's a goal that we have every year, not just getting to Omaha, but winning a national championship. So I think that's what that means for us.
For me, I think the guys who paved the path before us. You can talk about all the guys who came through here, kind of created the way for us. And you can't forget about those guys because, without them, the program wouldn't be where it is today. And hopefully we can just come in here and kind of, do the same thing for the guys who come in after us.
Nick, what's the competition been like to try to for everybody to try to get one of those spots on the weekend, and how's the preseason been so far?
Coach Mack always talks about how competition in this program is never short. I think this past fall and as we're continuing with spring scrimmages, there's been a lot of competition up and down the pitching staff, starters and relievers. I don't think it's going to be easy for anybody to have a certain position. I think everybody's fighting for something. So obviously competition makes it a lot harder, but also brings your team together as well. So I think it's been a really good competition throughout the pitching staff.
Bryan, what's it? You've been around Coach Williams now for going on 4 years. When it's this time of year, heading into the season, what's he like for you guys? Does he push you a little bit harder? Does he get quiet? What's he like?
No, he's great. He doesn't really change his mentality. He kind of trusts the process. He's worked with us all fall and then now in the spring. So nothing really changes. We're all comfortable. We're all competing for jobs. The pitching staff's really, really talented. So nothing's really given to anybody. So he keep that in the back of our mind that, go out there and compete because, the guy behind you is looking for the same spot you are.
Bryan, what do you think your role on this team is going to be a week away from opening day?
I'm not sure. That's the great thing about this program is that nothing's ever set in stone. We like to, you rent your positions. It's not just given to you. We all like to be a starter, but, only 3 guys on the weekend can be a starter, and only 1 midweek starter. So, whatever role I'm given, I'm going to go out there and perform the best of my ability I can.
Bryan, you were drafted by the Giants last offseason, but decided to come back for your senior season. What went behind that decision?
It was tough. I mean, me and Coach Mack talked a lot this summer. We kind of weighed the pros and cons of, leaving for the draft or coming back here for my senior year. And we kind of felt like, the pros outweighed the cons, where if I came back, we got a good freshman class coming in, a lot of experience returning, and that it could be a special year. And if I came back, I could help contribute to, having a special year, hopefully get to Omaha and win a national championship.
Nick, talk about some of the freshmen, and we've heard a lot of good things about the guys on the pitching staff from the freshman class. What have you seen as an older guy who's been around?
I think the freshman pitchers and also the freshman players as a whole, I think they're very talented, and I think they're going to play a huge role in helping us. I think we have a good balance of older guys and freshmen, and I think we're really close as a group, which I think is going to help us as a whole. But guys like Jack Perkins and Kerry Wright and Carter Lohman and obviously the other freshman pitchers as well, I think they're going to be very beneficial and be able to help us out this year. So.
Nick, what are you better at now than you were at the end of last season, and maybe some strengths that you worked on in the offseason?
I didn't go to summer ball this summer. Coach Mack and Coach Williams and our trainer Pat and Coach Farrell felt like it was better for me to stay here and get some classes out of the way and work out and get stronger and work on a few things on my own here in Louisville. So I think something that I'm a lot better at from last year, I think my changeup command has come a long way, and I think that's going to be something really big for me this year. I love throwing it, and Coach Williams knows I love to throw it, so I think that's going to be something that's very beneficial for me this year.
Nick, you picked up a preseason All-American accolade. What's it mean to you?
That's cool and all, but I like to think of myself as a team guy. I'm not too worried about that. That's great stuff, and Coach Mack always says don't buy into the press clippings. It's not that deep, and I completely agree with that. So I'm just looking to help the team out as best as I can, and I think everybody else like Logan, I know he got a lot of those too, but I know he's not worried about it either. So I think as a whole, we're just ready to get out there and get to work.
For either one of you defensively, what do you expect behind you? There will be a few new faces, but for the most part, there's a lot of guys back there that you're used to.
Yeah, I mean, it's a comfortable feeling knowing that you got most of the guys behind you coming back. You know their tendencies, you know where they like to play in certain situations. But yeah, you always like to have experience coming behind you. I think the whole infield, maybe besides second base, is going to be new, so that's always great for pitchers. And just knowing, a fly ball in the outfield, most likely is going to get caught, if it's within range. So, yeah, just having that, mentality where, I'm going to put the ball in there, and then if they hit it, my defense is going to make a play for me.
For me, I think it's really easy to pitch with these guys behind our pitching staff because obviously pitching is a strength, and we always think of it as a strength, but then having great defense behind us makes it even easier. Logan at first base he's a vacuum. When the ball gets thrown over there, I'm almost positive he's going to catch it no matter where it's at. And just having a good outfield, and I think our infield's experience. So I think on that part of baseball, I think we're going to be in business.
Anybody else? All right. Thanks, guys.